Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda. Thank you so much for tuning in today. In today's video, we're going to discuss the tumbler that you see before you. This is not necessarily going to be a tutorial because when I started this tumbler, I had no intentions of making a video about it. However, the more I looked at it, I decided why not share this disaster to masterpiece with everyone out there. Now, first of all, let me preface this by stating a masterpiece does not have to be big and bold and extravagant. This is a very simple tumbler in a lot of ways. It just, to me, has a really cool effect. It almost looks like crackle paint or like you have done the Dawn dish liquid power wash method on the tumbler. And no, I didn't do crackle paint. I didn't do the power wash method. I'm not completely sure if I remember how I did it, to be honest. Full disclosure, it was a total accident. However, we all know as artists and crafters that sometimes those make the best products. So with that being said, let's go ahead and I'll show you the next step that I took with the tumbler. It already has a coat of epoxy on it as well as some glitter that I just randomly threw on there. There's no rhyme or reason. I just sort of did what felt right at the time, and it turns out that that actually is kind of a cool way to put the glitter when you see the final product and what in my mind it represents. So let's go on and check out what we did next. Okay, so now I have added some vinyl striping to sort of define the glittered areas, and you'll see why in the next step. So I added my favorite Bible verse, which is Psalm 118:24. And I found this artwork on Creative Fabrica. Of course, it is a sunflower split so that you can put your name or whatever you wish in the middle. For the font, I used Mismatched Socks from Creative Fabrica. And a little later in the video, I will go more in depth on that. But for now, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the tumbler. And here is another sunflower that I added. And once I decided to add sunflowers to the tumbler with the glitter sprinkled the way that it was, it almost looked like the sunflower seeds were falling out of the sunflowers and just drifting away, flying away into the wind or something. I don't know, it's just really cool. I'll show you a little later, a little bit closer view of the glitter behind the sunflowers. You can kind of see them through the sunflowers, and it just really looks like it's the sunflower seeds falling out of the sunflowers. So I thought that seemed really cool, the way that I added the glitter beforehand, not even knowing what I was going to do with the tumbler at the time. It actually turned out kind of cool if you look and think about it. So, but let's move on to another view. And this is the other side. I didn't put the sunflower at the top on that side. Instead, I put a half of a sunflower at the bottom. And here is the half of the sunflower that I added to the bottom of the tumbler on that side. Okay, so this is the font that I used, Mismatched Socks from Creative Fabrica. I just typed up my name. It's a duo font, so there's two different types of font within that one mismatched sock font. For this particular tumbler, I only used the KL Socks font, which is this font right here, the more curly Q slanted looking font. They're both adorable fonts, but I only used the one for this particular tumbler. But this is the font that I used. Again, it's Mismatched Socks on Creative Fabrica. So here's a look at the tumbler again. Let's kind of zoom in a little bit. And you can see all the cool effect that was made on this tumbler. And again, I don't know if I'm by myself and thinking this is really cool. I mean, you can see the glitter kind of there behind the sunflower. Looks like the seeds of the sunflower. But you all may have seen this design somewhere before. I have never. Now, I have only been working with tumblers for the last few months, probably 8 months or so. And I've just never seen anything like this as far as just that detail. And in a few moments, I will show you some still pictures, some still images of the tumbler so you can get a better look at the detail on the tumbler. So that's coming up right now. Okay, so you can see here just the different effects that were made on this tumbler. Some streaking, some bubbling looking effects. So just really, again, to me, a unique design. And as I mentioned earlier in this video, I will have a second video coming out very shortly, just seeing if I can recreate this effect. So stay tuned for that. Be sure to check that out. But yeah, this is the final product. And again, I love it. I think I'm going to keep the tumbler for myself. So please, let me know if you like it. And right now I am going to list all of the, or not list, I'm sorry. I'm going to go over with you all the products that I used for this tumbler. So that's coming up right now. For my epoxy, I used Flynn Sisters Supply Shop Premium Epoxy Resin. For the paint, I used Apple Barrel Indoor Outdoor Dark Gray acrylic paint in gloss and this alcohol ink in alloy sterling. For the vinyl, I used Tech Wrap Craft vinyl. The glitter I used is a multiple glitter container I purchased from Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure if they still have this particular one, but that's the color right there that I used for this particular tumbler. The tumbler I used is a 30-ounce curve from Makerflow Crafts. For the sunflower and the Psalm 11824, I printed those off on my printer onto this Sunny Scopa water slide decal paper. However, my preferred water slide paper is Hayes water slide paper. It comes in white. It also comes in clear. And for me, I just prefer those over the Sunny Scopa brand. I don't know. I feel like they print a little better. I feel like they transition onto your item a little bit better than the Sunny Scopa brand, but that's just me and my personal preference. So for whatever reason on this particular tumbler, I did use the Sunny Scopa brand and it turned out fine. I'm not sure it was as vibrant or easy to work with as the Haze paper, but nonetheless, it did work out and I think it looks fabulous. Okay, so there it is, guys. The Disaster to Masterpiece tumbler, the products I used. I will have everything listed and linked down below in the description box. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to add those in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and ring the bell for notifications. Thanks again, and I hope everyone has a very blessed day because